Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris from Big B Social Club. Today I'm going to be doing a little dad beak, talking about my generation versus my children's generation, and why do I think the next generation's going to be soft. Dad beaks. My generation and my children's generation. I don't think my children ever had an ass whipping. And I'm not recommending ass whippings. I'm not saying go start beating your children. But I think the generation coming up have never really experienced the ass whipping my generation got. Uh, I believe my generation was the last of the ass whippings, of the belts, of the spankings, of the switches, of you fuck up in school, you got hit. You got in a fight in school, you got hit. Um, Now, the next generation coming up, you take the tablet, you take the phone, and it's like the end of the world. The world is over. Uh, I mean, you really want to drive one of the kids growing up now. I mean, I got three boys. You just take a device and they think you took the whole world, and it's fucking nutty. I think this generation also did not fight like my generation. I grew up in a small town, upstate New York, and all my friends we fought. I don't know how you grew up. Everybody's different. Every beak dad's different. Every beak mom's different. My generation, we either wrestled, had fist fights, and we got busy. I think this was my generation was right before. Oh my God, that's bullying. You had problems, you handled it. This generation, I even once I just started doing my journey, my vision of how can I become a better dad. I started questioning how I was raising my children. I said, wait a minute. Started asking them questions, especially my oldest. I said, "You never been in a fist fight? You never wrestled? You never put hands on somebody?" And he was like, "No." And he goes, "I'm pretty sure I can. It's never happened to me." I said, "Okay." So then I started teaching him a little bit of grappling, a little how to do a basic chokehold, arm bar, things of that nature. Same thing with my other children. I noticed that I was doing something that I, I, I didn't see it. These children nowadays growing up, and this could be at your household, are stuck on either devices such as the phone, the computer, a tablet, anything with information that is in abundance. And we neglect that they should be going outside. My generation rode bikes. We went outside. We did things. Granted, we did have Nintendo 64, and PlayStation. And some of you guys probably had Atari or Game Boys. But it's not like what it is now. It's not like the children now where you're at a restaurant, they're on their phone. You're at an event, they're on social media. You go to dinner, everyone's taking pictures. It's people don't live in the present, including your little beaks. Back in the day, I mean, I don't even remember having time to be inside. We played outside. We were hands on. In my neighborhood, we did a lot of wrestling. All the kids on the neighborhood fought each other. We rode bikes to go fight each other. We played in the woods. You got hurt. You didn't go to mommy. You didn't go to mommy beak and I got hurt. And I go back to, I don't think my children's generation ever got spanked. So that that's why some of these kids are fucking weird. I don't recall my generation having this MTV, the AHD. I call it MTV, AHAD. Back in the day, in my generation, that was just a kid that was fucking hyper. The kid in the class that fucking talked out of place. The kid in the class that either got forgotten in the back because the motherfucker was too fucking out there. And the school just didn't really fucking know what this whatever the fuck, AHD, the hyper shit. And I just think the generation's soft. And then I go to Beak Dads. Do you understand if you're 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, you're probably going to be that generation's boss. And you're probably going to be the ones in charge. And how do you get prepared for this soft ass generation? Because it's going to happen. They're going to grow. You're going to grow. You're probably going to be the boss of someone's kid that is soft as hell. And I think that's a big thing happening here in America, United States, probably around the world, where you got soft motherfuckers, soft kids, just soft, that are easily offended or easily break down. I don't even recall the word stress. Now you hear, oh, I think the kid is stressed. I think the kid is depressed. What? That is something I don't recall growing up. I didn't. Oh man, I think this kid is stressed. Like what? That's one of the reasons I said, you know what? Let me reevaluate how I am as a Beak Dad. And once you say, yo, I want to be a better dad, I want to be a better father, or I want to be a better mother, what is the steps that you take? And it involves being more present. And I know that's kind of silly to say, and everyone said, well, I am present. Yeah, okay. Is your child in his room half the time? Yeah, are you present? Is your child with a device while you're eating out or eating at home? Whatever happened to having a family setting dinner? And I go to people's houses and I say, you guys don't have like a family dinner? You guys don't sit down, break bread, find out how the kid's feeling? And that was one of the big things why I said, you know what, man, can I connect with more dads and see how they're doing it? Because maybe they have the answer better than I do. Besides that, there's besides the kids being soft, like this generation being soft, never getting an ass whooping, I just think the weak mentality, very weak, very easily able to fail. And if you get more dads on board saying, hey man, we need to restructure how we're raising our children. Some dads already been doing this. I just said, you know what? I know I could do better. I know I could take my kid to the park instead of hanging out watching TV. I always tell my kids, we're not watching TV, we're making TV. Okay, pretend that there is a camera watching you and go live your life. Stop living vicariously through these YouTubers, through these anything on Netflix. Like, actually go live your life. Even some kids that don't even know how to make themselves a sandwich or eggs. Me growing up, I was cooking at such a young age. I was doing stuff that kids don't do now. A lot of my friends were doing stuff that kids don't do now. Not all kids. But that's Big Beak's Dad's rant. I went off the rails again. It's good morning. I think it's October 3rd. It's Thursday. You have a good day. I'll keep doing a couple more Beak Dad rants. I got a lemon beak rant coming out probably Thursday. I'll just keep dropping videos. I tell people that someone asked me, why do you keep dropping videos if no one's watching? I said, so, my man, it's called laws of probability. Drop as many as videos of as many concepts in the beginning. In return, some concepts will stick. Whichever gets more attention, that's the direction you then take the channel. That's what I did in 2020. Whatever direction your audience wants to go, once you start picking people along the way, I'm sticking to Beak Dads no matter what, because that's a topic that I just love, seeing how dads are doing, seeing how dads are feeling, seeing how dads manage stress, seeing how dads, because I mean, the world's pretty fucked up. Let's keep it real. And no one really talks about how do dads feel, because we're supposed to be this masculine person of the household. That's Big Beak Social Club. You have a good morning, you have a good evening, you have a good afternoon, you have a good whatever. Deuces.